St. Patrick was a what? So, fresh from his government's walloping in last week's referendum, our dear leader, Leo Varadkar, has scuttled off to the United States of America to cause us even further embarrassment. I mean, I'm all for the man having a hobby, but could he please take a break from embarrassing the nation now and again? It's all becoming quite tiresome at this point. Look, I've got no problem with the man embarrassing himself, which he seems to do on a regular basis. Nose pickers of the world unite. He's done so much, really, to elevate the art of nose-picking, especially in social settings. Or that his attempt at playing the ancient Gaelic game of hurling make him look like an adolescent knock-kneed giraffe trying to tap dance in an ice-covered lake. I can even get my head around him embarrassing his long-term partner Matt by kissing the face off some random young lad in a nightclub while Matt's probably at home ironing his shirt for the next day. And all in full public glare, and just as he was about to be elevated to the highest office of the land. Ireland's moral compass is not what it used to be. I think it's fair to say. No, I don't give a damn about all of that. What I do care about is him embarrassing Ireland and the Irish people on the world stage. Which brings me on very neatly to the subject of today's little video. You see, during a speech in Boston the other day to the Irish diaspora, Leo decided to take a giant shit on St. Patrick, our patron saint, the man who our National Day is named after. In a simply astounding feat of historical revisionism, Leo likened St. Patrick to a single undocumented male immigrant. My first thought was, is there simply nothing, no icon in Irish history, culture or heritage that this man and our political elites in general won't bastardise in their attempt to cover up their catastrophic failures on illegal immigration? Well, it seems not. No, St. Patrick, in their eyes, is perfectly fair game. Where do I even begin with this one? Well, as every school kid over the age of about 6 used to know, in the days when we had an educational system that was more concerned with facts-based knowledge than homosexuality, transgenderism, and how many frickin' genders there are on a spectrum, we all knew St. Patrick came to Ireland because he was forcibly kidnapped and taken to Ireland at the point of a spear. He was a slave. He simply didn't have time to grab his passport and visa documents because, well, they weren't a thing in the 5th century. In fact, Ireland wasn't a country in the 5th century. And when he did manage to get here, he didn't just rock up to the nearest government offices demanding to be housed, clothed, fed, get his free medical card, access to unlimited education opportunities and some weekly spending cash for ciggies and a few cans. He was a freaking slave. Yes, forcibly taken from the bosom of his own family. He was people trafficked in NGO speak. I mean, if Leo did want to go down that route, well, why stop at St. Patrick? He could have picked other iconic figures from Irish history. How about Oliver Cromwell? Another undocumented migrant to our shores. And how did all that work out for us Irish? Yeah, what a real barrel of laughs that all turned out to be. Make no mistake about it, they hate everything about our history, culture and heritage. They don't give a damn about it. It's all fair game for their modern progressive bullshit. Some might suggest that Leo knows more about the life and times of Mahatma Gandhi than he does about St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, the nation he supposedly governs. And as to his audience in Boston, well, if you know anything about the Irish diaspora, especially the Irish American diaspora. They're even more patriotically Irish than a lot of us Irish ourselves. I'm not sure how this shtick about St. Patrick being an illegal, undocumented migrant will have gone down with his Bostonian audience. I can imagine a few very Irish Bostonians sitting in the stalls, probably thinking to themselves, who's this Indian bloke? How'd he get in here? And why is he talking shit about St. Patrick?